Hello, it's Angela from Lifemaster. So day 30, just back from my run. Christmas Day, but I don't really eat Christmas, so yeah, we're not really up to much. I did stay up late last night because, well, I stayed up late for ages. There used to be someone that went to bed at sort of 1, 2, 3-ish and would get up around 8, 9. And that seemed to work fine for like my 20s, but increasingly I need more sleep, and obviously with the morning routine and an alarm set at 4, you need to be in bed on time. But I thought, well, I was watching some films last night, just having a chill one, and I say my partner's gone to spend some time with her partner over Christmas, so I'm just left to my own devices. So yeah, staying up. I went to bed after my alarm to get up went off, so yeah, and that's quite an interesting juxtaposition between what I'm working on at the moment and how I have been in the past, because that sort of going to bed time would have been pretty normal and I would have been okay with that, but obviously a bit of leeway this week, which is fine. But I went out for my run anyway, despite it being Christmas, because, well, so I could say I went for a run on Christmas Day. It's surprising the amount of people out, but that's what you get for living in the city. Oh, so yeah, I mean, I'm having a pretty chill one today. You can have some food. Not do any work because we've been working really hard. Yeah, just do some recreationally hobby things. Take advantage of these few days. I feel like I had to go running today. I missed 2 days, so Matt Devalia, who I follow on YouTube, has a really interesting approach to exercise, which is that I think is actually it doesn't let 2 days happen in a row without doing something, just as a catch-all way of making sure he's doing some exercise. I think that's a good idea. Finding systems that work for you and get you doing the things you want to do without it being too complex or having to do too much planning is really important. So I'm thinking about instigating something like that, but I did feel like a couple of days off was kind of alright, 3 days off was absolutely not alright, and actually having had a break from running for a couple of days, today's run was really nice. Yeah, nearly 9k. Stopped for a 1-minute walk in the middle. Yeah, just pretty chill actually. Didn't feel like I was pushing it, so yeah. So I have, with the sort of slightly more lax approach to morning routining and evening routining in my structure this week, I have been feeling it a bit with my mental health. Nothing horrendous, but just a bit all over the place, a bit stressed. And that was very quick to come to happen. It's not like I've completely stopped doing everything, but I suppose a bit of it sort of trying not to let that get hold and drag me down into just throwing everything out and stopping doing the things I know are good for me. And also a bit of it's being concerned that I've made all this effort and I've got myself to a point where it's working, and concerned about not being able to sustain it, and then my brain just being like, well, if we're not going to be able to sustain it and we're worrying about that, why don't we just stop doing it and then we'd have to worry about it, which is complete nonsense, but it is what brains are like. So anyway, I'll let you get back to your various festive traditions, but this is day 30. Well, that's basically, that could be a calendar month. Yeah, nailing it. Let's go. Right, cheers, have a good